Okay, so could you tell me a little bit about yourself?
Okay. Um, my name is Bolarinwa Kemisola, and I'm the founder CEO of Nextwear Technology. Nextwear Technology, we are the first wearable technology startup in Nigeria, and we design and we develop technology one close to the body by embedding programmable electronics and sensors on clothing, to solve health-related issues, to solve insecurity, use it for communication, and we also do that to augment fashion. Now we are bringing technology now into fashion. That's the fashion, aspect of our company. Then aside this, I have a background in electrical electronics, robotics engineering, and embedded system. So I say I'm a robotics engineer and an embedded system engineer. And aside this, I advocate STEM education, majorly for girls, which I take as my special passion. I use that to bridge the gender gap in STEM. Trying to encourage girl child, trying to encourage more women, to choose a career in STEM. So that's my passion. That's what I take as my special passion. So I advocate for STEM actually. So that is me.
All right, that's great. So where did all this interest come from? I read that you were pretty much into the science part when you were growing up. Was there any particular reason or it just was just you?
Yeah, there's no particular reason for that. Anyway, I just love STEM. I just love science, love mathematics, love, I think three courses then that I actually loved was physics, math, and chemistry, and those are science courses. So it has been part of me right from the beginning. Anything STEM have been part of me. And I've always been to be, always want to be an innovator because when I got to the higher secondary school, that is SS class, I joined JETS. I don't know, maybe they still have that in schools now.
I
Junior
think
Engineering
schools,
Technician Science. It's a national club. It's a national
okay,
club.
yeah, some schools still have that.
Awesome. So I joined that club. That club actually it's deepened my interest in STEM because I was able to do more of hands-on on what we have been taught in school. And you know what? Our educational system in Nigeria is all paperwork. Just draw everything on the board, write on the board. That's it. But joining Jazz Club, I was able to do more of hands-on, see the real application of those principles that we normally learn in physics, Ohm's law, all those principles I was able to actualize, to lay my hands on them, use them, and see the real life application when I joined Jazz Club. And that Jazz Club actually exposed me to more of STEM. I go out for competition, international competition, national competition, even inter-school competition. So all these things deepen my interest, understand, for a young girl, because I went to a girls' school, for a young girl to go out, meet with your counterpart, that subject they think you're very good at. Meeting with your counterpart to test your knowledge, this deepen my knowledge. And I could remember a competition where we go for that at 2020, no, 2006, yes. And it's a national competition, jet competition in Jos, where I and my other team, we built a radio transmitter and receiver. In fact, that was so awesome. And we came third out of 30 states. I was representing my state, that's the state where my school was then on those states. And we came third. This also, deepen more my interest in this innovation of the thing. Now my partner is not a medical doctor. Me, I don't like health. I don't know. I don't like anything about health and medical line. So I didn't go for that. So I said, okay, since I choose to be an innovator, why can't I just venture into go study engineering? So that's why I studied engineering in the university, and I find myself in this part of tech.
Oh, that's quite interesting. You've had an eventful beginning. Which girls' school is that? The one your secondary school?
St. Helens Unity Secondary School, Ondo, is an Ondo town.
Ondo
It's
Town.
owned by yeah, it's a government school, Unity School, yeah,
Oh, all right. What
Ondo
was the
town.
kind of the Jet Club then? Since it was an only girls' school, I figure maybe like you were quite a number, or was it the regular just few people? Because usually just few people are in Jets Club. So what was the size like in your school?
We are not that few because I think we have two hands of science class. We have A and B, and we are able to get in the club. We are my set alone. You have to come from SS1, SS2, except from 1, SS2, and SS3. Yes. So then I can say we are up to 50.
Oh, that's
even more than.
Oh.
Yeah, we have girls that have interest in this, so we're up to 50 there.
Oh, all right. So then the university is studying electrical, electronics, and communication engineering. Were you like the only girl in the class?
Oh my! Oh no! At first, in under level, I think electrical was the only department that has highest number of girls, of ladies. We should be like 11, but when we start going deeper, when you get to 300 level, everybody will start dropping, going for business, what's it called? It's business admin and all that. So we became few at the end. we became few at the end of the by the time we get to 500 level, we're so few.
About how many of you? But even 11 is very maybe few will become maybe 5.
No, 11 is high. I don't know, 11 is high compared to the number going. 11 is high. So by the time we got to 500 level, I think, if I'm not mistaken, we should be like 7 or 6 that graduated as a lady. Yeah.
Wow. That's interesting. So what does that tell you? Like now, looking back now.
That is why I'm advocating.
Okay.
That is why I'm advocating for this STEM thing. We need more women. We need more women going into STEM. We need more women offering science subjects in schools, in secondary schools. We need more women going into choosing career in STEM related fields. Anyway, this is a global challenge. It's not from Nigeria alone. It's a global challenge. We have fewer women in anything STEM related fields, especially when we come to engineering. Science, we still have them in studying biochemistry, biology, medicine and all that. But when it comes to engineering, it's very, very few. Very, very, very few. So that is why I come up with this initiative of STEM Gender Gap. I initiated this program called STEM Gender Gap, where I was able to advocate this STEM more, by introducing girl child to hands-on based, training and hands-on based learning. Because I believe that when you see the real application of these things, it catches your interest more than paperwork. Because the paperwork can be so boring. It can be so boring. But when you lay your hands on this thing and you were able to see the outcome, the real application, it's to deepen your interest, like what happened to me. So I use myself as the what can I call it now?
Example.
Yeah, you can say that. Yes. Because hands-on actually opened my mind, opened my interest more to engineering, to technology.
All right, that's great. But wouldn't you say that our current educational system doesn't really support, like it does not cater to the practical aspects of STEM courses?
Well, that's a problem. Our educational system is not supporting it. Anyway, in schools we have science laboratory, we have physics lab, we have chemistry lab, and there's limit to what they can do there. In a class of, maybe you have a class of 50, and you have limited, apparatus there. So how do you want them to learn? So that's not really even answer. I can't call that hands-on. I can't really call that hands-on. I mean, when you talk about hands-on, so we are lagging behind when it comes to that hands-on learning. We are really lagging. Yeah, we are lagging when it comes to hands-on learning. We don't introduce hands-on, and it's very, very important. What I see, we stick to my brain or a brain of a child. That what you write on the paper or on the board. What the child is able to put together, we stick there. It's just like virtual. Virtual learning. Okay, maybe you watch something on movie or you see the images compared to hearing the voice alone, or compared to you reading a book of a story or now the story has been acted. Now you can see images. No, that image will stick to your brain. The one you watch in front of the video will stick to your brain. That is the same scenario when it comes to hands-on. Hands-on will stick you. You can never forget hands-on. You can never, compared to paper, writing on the board, writing on the paper. But we are lagging behind. I hope the government would do. Maybe I hope they will review the curriculum and do more to that.
Yeah, right. It says on your profile that you are a self-taught robotics learning engineer. Yeah, so how did that go? What was your experience like being a self-taught person?
Wow, yeah. I graduated 2010 from the university.
Okay.
I studied electrical electronics engineering. And all the skills, I must tell you, all the skills, let me call them new age skills, because we're already in the fourth industrial revolution, and there's some skills attached to this revolution now. And when you talk about robotics, IoT, 3D modeling, artificial intelligence, and so on, and the new programming languages that we have there, all those things are not taught to me. I wasn't taught. I don't know, maybe now, but when I was on the university, we were not taught. All the skills are not taught. And they are the skills of the future. And where's the future? The future is already here. The future is there. Technology is taking over everywhere now. You can see 3G. There's not going to be now 5G. And currently, some people are currently working on 8G. You understand? The world is revolving. You can see what Elon Musk is doing. Coming to neurotechnology, going to space and all that, coming with robots and all that. That is the future. And the future is already here. So when I graduated, I said that, okay, fine. What I learned will only limit me to my probably electrical or electronics. Maybe coming up with working with or working on the power sector, working in power sector, or even electronics. We don't really have much company to execute, to actually execute your thoughts. I mean your knowledge. We don't really have that unless you go out of the country. So I have to sit down and withdraw my plan. And aside that, I was so fortunate to work with the company in Abuja here, a robotics company. Though they're based on educational robotics, but it was a fantastic company. It's a company that actually turned my life around, that actually touched my life, that introduces they introduces me to these skills that I'm talking about. I mean, they are kind of my bedrock of what I am right now. My boss then actually, Born Robotics. Yeah, my boss actually, he gave every one of us the room to use his resources. Go and learn about this thing. It's not something you can go to OAU or you can go to UR and study. You can go to UR and study robotics. Yes, but he gave us that room. Go and learn. Give us the resources. 24 hours internet. Go and learn about this thing. You understand? When you come back and learn, when you research, whatever you need, I want to carry out this, and I've learned about it, I need to try it out. He will give you the money. Order for it, because we don't have all those resources here. Order for it from Amazon, order from China, order from the US. And he gave us the opportunity to learn on our own. I was able to learn the programming language, which I don't even know a jack about when I graduated. C++, Python, which are the major programming language we use, and coming up with robots and all that. You understand? So I was able to learn everything from him. Not only me, likewise my colleague Ben. So he gave us this opportunity to learn. And he's kind of person that, is an age man. And my boss doesn't sleep at night. 1 a.m., in the midnight, he will send you a link. Oh, you can look at this. Look at this link. I think there's something there useful for you. He trained us. So he's a pharmacist. He studied pharmacy in the university. Now going into business administration and all that. He's not a tech person like that. But he wants okay, you are young sharp. I need to train you. I need to groom you, which he did. And the field of wearable technology, where I am right now, he actually introduced it to me. I don't know what wearable technology is at first. He told me about it, send me some links, some documents, go and read it. This is wearable technology. Let's see how you can, bring in all this programmable electronics and sensors, how you can embed them on clothing and solve some issue. And I received it. I made my research. I did some prototypes. In fact, we even did an exhibition. I can remember we did an exhibition one time like that. That we invited some stakeholders in Abuja here for, we invited them to the exhibition. So we were able to. I was able to learn all the things from him on my own space. I didn't go to university to learn. I didn't even go to Udemy to learn. Yes, that is it. I didn't use any of this, but getting resources, watching videos and all that, I was able to learn them. And even the issue of the smart bra, my boss then told me back then about the research on this thing, something you can do, because it's so much. First thing is, I believe in myself. That's one thing about me. Being a lady, that doesn't mean what other guys are doing, I cannot do it. I actually believe in my ability. I believe in what I can do. So he saw that in me, and that's why you can see him giving me all those materials. Go and do it. He will give me money, go and buy it, do it. He introduces me to so many things. So I was able to learn all those things by myself at my home space, not from the university. So the university actually gave me the fundamental knowledge. I have the fundamental knowledge of all the skills, but not the real world thing.
Right. But speaking of the smart bar, I think that's a very, very brilliant innovation from you. I read that the inspiration to make that came from losing your aunt to breast cancer in 2017. So how long did it take you to come up with that idea and to build the bra to a functioning level?
Yeah, the idea have been there since 2017. And I've already have it in my mind. Oh, this thing, I have to look for a solution. Then I've not ventured into wearable technology then, but it has been at the back of my mind that this breast cancer thing, because it's a threat. To me personally, it was a threat then. I saw it then. I still see it as a threat, and not for only me, to every woman out there, regarding your status. Either you're poor, either you're rich, either you're learning, either I live, whatever you heard, is a threat to everyone across the globe. So I take it as a challenge then. I took it so okay, there's a challenge that I need to work on. But for 2017, nothing was done. So when I now found myself in the field of wearable technology, and I brought it out in 2019. So the research I've been on since 2019. Then when we got to 2020, late 2020, I come up with a team on this project. Okay, this is my idea. This is what I've researched on. This is where I am. What do you think about it? And we come together and come up with a solution. I mean, what we have right now.
So how many people are on the team that work with you to make the smart bra?
Okay, we are 5 team. We are 5 in the team. We have an oncologist, we have a cancer researcher, we have the tech experts, 2 tech experts, including myself, making 3. So we are 5. But the oncologist and the cancer researcher, they are not here in the country, so we actually take them as a consultant. Whereby if we have any information that we need to know, if I have anything we need to know regarding the health aspect of the product, of the device, or the research aspect of breast cancer, then we talk to them. They're available for us to talk to. But when it comes to the tech, we are 3. The expert, we are 3 experts working on it.
All right, that's great. And what has the reception been like? Have you put it forward to the medical community, for efficiency?
Yes. When we developed the working prototype, to validate our concept, we did a trial, but I do call that local trial. We did a trial because it's not a standard trial for now. So we did a trial just to validate what we've done so far. And we used 15 models, and it was done in a small laboratory, just to validate what we had. And we're able to see, get a bit accuracy of, this thing is working. We got a 7% accuracy, to validate what we've done. But we have not pushed it to the standard level. So that is what we're going to do next. After the first one we did is just troubleshoot, get what we've done, troubleshoot, and see how we can, do more with the accuracy and the functionality. So by then, the next phase of the clinical trial will go more into the aspect of, health, meeting with oncologists, meeting with cancer researchers in the laboratory that will conduct the whole thing.
All right, that's great. So, as a self-taught robotics engineer, have you gotten any official certifications? Like now that you already know these things, have you gotten any official certifications to back up that knowledge?
Yeah.
All right, that's great. Because I just wanted to know, since I think it would, like, you knowing those things is one thing, and then getting those certifications to back it up is also.
Yes, I've done that.
All right. So, what are some of the challenges you faced being a woman in STEM, doing this excellent thing?
At first, this gender stereotype, I don't take it as a challenge again because I've beat that, so it's no more a challenge to me. But the first thing is that stereotype, when you approach people that this is what you have, they look down you on. Even though it's going to work, but being a woman, what can you do? What can you offer? Where we have. So, and I was able to, to beat that challenge because I speak. You can't look down. You can't, lessen my potential. No, I know what I got. I know what I'm carrying. So you can't. So I speak when I say, okay, it's like you want to lessen my potential. I speak. I like speaking for myself when we talk about, they can't. No, I'll tell you, don't use you can't. I can. So that is the major challenge then, which I've tackled, and I overcame it. Then the other challenge is, you have all the skills, you have all this knowledge. So you need resources to carry them out. And the resources are not there. They're not readily available. You have to order and wait for months or weeks before you could receive them. And all those things delay the process. It delays the process. So those are the major challenge. And the other one is funding. Funding, oh my God. This is hardware development. Hardware. That's why you see Nigerian youth now. We have tech guru out there, tech people out there, but they prefer venturing into software development. In Nigeria, all the tech gurus you see there, they venture into tech and into software development, especially these fintech. You see people now going into fintech, raising millions of dollars on in fintech and all that. So hardware, I think maybe that's why youth people are running away from hardware. It's capital intensive. It requires a lot of money and it requires a lot of time to actualize your project. It takes time to get it right. And funding has to be there because you have to come up with prototypes. You can't do when I say you get it. You have to come up with prototype. So you need funding, which is very capital intensive. If you want to go into hardware, it's very capital intensive. So the fund and everything we'll be doing now, it's just been on self-funding. So those are the challenges.
If I may ask, how much would you estimate that you spent over the years?
Okay, on this particular project alone, if I'm not exaggerating, I will spend almost 4 million naira.
Awesome.
Yeah, because we have to move outside buying the hardware and all that. We have to go for research. We visit some hospitals, some cancer hospital where they treat cancers, all those university hospitals, university teaching hospital, to get information, need some oncology to get information, and all those things cost something. So far we spent over 4 million naira.
Absolutely. So are you looking to get support from outside, maybe eventually?
Yes. I think we are at the stage right now. We are at that stage because I can tell you I'm exhausted. And yes, at first we are looking at starting a pre-seed, but we have to meet with my team again and meet with my team. We have to draw our lines out. Okay, is it necessary for us to go into pre-seed? And if we're going to pre-seed, I think we should only bring out the final product. Okay, that's the final product that we have that we want to mass produce. Okay, we need funding for this. Do you get it?
Yeah.
And we've not got to that final stage of producing it in the large, in large quantities. So we have to withdraw that pre-seed now and go into bootstrapping, which we're doing already. So we're like looking up to angel investors, grants. Yes, getting grants. At least we've gotten some. We still need more grants. Getting grants so that we can get this thing done, because we still have a lot to do when it comes to certification. The clinical trial is something, it's thousands of dollars, because we want to do an international clinical trial so that it will be acceptable in the Western world. So we still have to come up with a mobile application, because I told you that it's going to have a mobile interface where the wearer can check the result, can see the results. We do that. The bride set the competition, coming up with the PCB and all of that. We've seen it funded to take us to the final stage where we can come up with MVP, a very minimum product, to test what we've done. I mean, to test the market, like 1,000 units, to take it to the market and see, because we've gotten responses from all over the world regarding this device. We want to buy. I want to be your distributor. I want to give you money, those things. So we think we need to swing into action as soon as possible, because the market is there and people are waiting for us, and we cannot disappoint them.
Yes.
As we're working on our accuracy, we also know to make it very snappy so that we can get it readily available in the market. So we are withdrawing that proceed now. So what we need right now is angel investors. We need grants. We need people that you can have the money. Maybe whenever you start making profit, you can return it, and I'll give you, you can add a little interest to it. You understand? It's different from you coming as an investor, waiting for, maybe after 1 year, you're waiting for your ROI. So all these things. So that's the stage at which we have right now. We are raising funds, but through angel investor, you need grants, and we like all that loan, the third one. We like say loan. Well,
it could be.
Because we're giving it to us, and at the end of the day, you get loan. Let's say that. So that is the stage that we have right now to take us to the final product stage, production stage. Yeah.
All right. Keep up the good work. I'm pretty sure there are people who are interested in supporting you along this journey. So what would you say?
Yes,
Yes. Are there other things in store for Nextwear Technology? Other things that we can look forward to from you?
Yes, we already have a product in the market. So I've mentioned we have a team of tech people, tech experts, tech gurus. So we already have a product there in the market. We use our, I've mentioned it that our mission is to use our wearable devices to solve problems, to solve health insecurity. So we pick insecurity first, because that was a major, when we look around, that's the major problem we are having as a country. Even till now, insecurity. For someone to travel from here right now, from Abuja to Lagos, you have to think it by road. You have to think twice.
Absolutely.
Even if you're moving within Lagos, or you're moving within your state, you have to be very vigilant. So we came up with a device in form of a necklace that you just put on. It has a GPS tracker. You put it on. All our product come with a mobile application. We use IoT. You try, someone we have, maybe your guardian, we have the mobile application with them where they can get the reading. Get the reading. I mean, get where you are. It's a tracking device. They'll be able to track you. So we already have that in the market, and we've sold since 2021 that we launched, early 2021 that we launched. We sold 328 units of it. But we still we need to do more. We are lagging behind in terms of marketing, but now we've structured the company now. So we're bringing in a marketing expert that can help us, and with this smart wrap publicity, I think we are good to go now. The people will not be scared of, it's Niger made. We need to be effective. Come on, Niger mentality now, because it's Niger made, it's Niger company, this and that, built it. So now they will have believe in us, because the smart wrap is there. It has given us that name that this company, they are doing good. So when they see that device, so they cannot think that, it's not US made, it's not made in Germany, it's not made, so it's Niger made, but it's effective. So we have that. And I would say they should look out for all the products coming from us in communication and the fashion aspect. We are like fashion meets technology. Yes. We want to come up with a runway soon. And you will see us at GT. I don't know, maybe you'll be coming to GT Fashion Week.
Right.
We are planning to eat that, to eat GT Fashion Week with our tech fashion, tech and fashion wears. So
All right,
I
yeah,
would say people to look at, they should look at for us.
that's a lot to look forward to. So, what advice would you give young ladies in STEM or looking to join the space?
Okay, I would say the first thing is to believe in yourself, because I've mentioned it earlier that actually kept me going. Believing in yourself, in your ability, in your potentials. Because without that, you might get discouraged. You know, in schools, if you don't, I don't know, maybe you've experienced that. The mathematics teachers, they can be so mean.
Very,
In Nigerian schools, oh, I don't know where you study. Okay,
yeah.
mathematics can be so mean, but if you don't, you know, I remember then when we're going to have math subjects, maybe we have math as the next subject. You see everybody groaning, oh, this teacher is coming again, and this happens in all schools. You know, math teacher, they can be so mean and all that. But if you don't determine to know it, that no, this man fine, the teacher can be mean, but this I can do it, I can face it. You know, everything's determination, your what you can do, your ability. And one thing is, I want to say to young women out there, even not young, it's not too late. Even if you are 50, it's not too late for you to venture into tech or to use tech in your business, because now people are using tech in their business. Yes, people coming up with e-commerce and all that. You can see AI in transportation. You can see AI in health sectors. You can see, you know, people are using tech. So I would say that for you as a woman, no matter what discipline, your background, your field of study or whatever, I would advise you have a basic knowledge in whatever field, whatever tech you're bringing into your company, whatever technology you want to be utilizing in your business. You need to have the fundamental knowledge, so you don't get, when you bring in those experts to work for you, you don't get lost, you don't get cheated. So I do say that it's not too late for you to venture into tech, and you can use tech in several ways. Very much you study engineering, you study science or whatever tech related something before you could go into tech. Yes.
So that's great. So when you're not doing tech or science thing, what are other fun things you like to engage in?
Oh, okay. I do. That's me. If I don't, okay, maybe researching. I do that a lot.
That's
no, like now, yeah, like now. No, that's like the model. That's our business model. We do R&D, research and development. So you have to go. Like right now, the feedback we're getting, people like, oh man, please, come up with a device that'll be helping them with prostate cancer. I was like, okay, don't worry, we'll research on it. Maybe I would say, oh, it's one other cancer that you need to look into. Is it cervical cancer? Yes. I said, no problem. We research. You know, all those things are what people are like looking up to. Oh, we want this. Okay, you've done breast. Please go down to the other sex, that is for men, the prostate cancer and all that. So I do more of research. I take my time researching. You know, I'm a mom, and at the same time carry my mom's duty. Yeah, I'm a mom of one. So that's me.
All right. Thank you very much for taking time out to talk to me. I would like to see pictures.
You're most welcome.
Product. So if you can just please send them to my mail, and pictures of yourself also.
Okay, of the smart bra, right?
Yes, and maybe other products and pictures of you too. I would really like that.
Okay, no problem. I will do that. I will send it to you via mail. I will send it to your mail.
All right. Thank you very much for your time. Enjoy the rest
You're
of
most welcome, Dara. Thank you. And you too.
Bye.
Yeah, bye.